What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Wednesday, February 8th, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Truly appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Hope your week's off to a good start on this hump day. Well, with this moon in Virgo, how are we getting over the hump? Hopefully, we're not crying over the spilt milk.
Crying over the spilled milk. I'm so sensitive about Neptune.
We don't need to cry over the spilt milk. We need to just be okay with things. Let things slide off our back. We got to find a balance here. We don't want to lose ourselves. We can feel a little crazy. There could be a lot of tension that we've had to work through with all these Mars squares, but we're done with that. Today is really surrender. Let go. Find the beauty in your life. Every day can be beautiful. It can be pure. It can be positive. We can, carry all these different weights, all these anxieties, but you know what? Everything's probably going to work out just fine. And I think that today's really go into the magical places. Go into the surrendered state. That can be a part of the daily routine too. Sure, there's plenty of responsibilities. We're building up to a Sun-Saturn conjunction. The sun's going to come to 20 degrees. That's going to be a 6-degree orb. So we're starting to feel Saturn here and, start this new Sun-Saturn cycle. The last one was at 16 Aquarius. So we've kind of passed that, and it's very balsamic, but we're seeing where this next leg is going, this next, time to commit to, again, a high frequency, strong integrity, connection, understanding our own uniqueness just as well as everybody else's. And we don't need to be so judgmental, especially on ourselves. Let things go. Today's a day to find compassion, love, beauty, channel it into something creative, art, music, something you love. Lead with the heart today, and the day is going to feel extremely good. And Venus is still in that sextile to Uranus, just starting to break off. Venus will come to 16 degrees. But, there's so many amazing things that we can build. There's so many amazing connections that we can have. I know we might have had some hard aspects with people in our life, but we're starting to see where the future can go when things are connected, when we know our value, but when we're in this unconditional loving space, but we are still having some boundary, right? We don't want to be completely wide open. I think this moon in Virgo is definitely letting us see analytically and clearly. Again, it's just taking what's important. And that's, I think, the moon making these trines over to Mercury in Capricorn, and it's approaching its conjunction with Pluto, which will happen tomorrow night. So that's coming up quick as well, which is a very deep introspective place within our own minds about destiny, about accomplishments, jobs, careers, things that we want to make happen, kind of really seeing where these railroad tracks are on its way to. And I think the moon making the trine is showing us a clear path of what needs to be focused on, what needs to be honed in on, and what part of our environment needs to be shifted, molded, changed, so that we can really start the big, potent things and with a more clear understanding. But we just have to get through the sensitivities today and be yeah, I feel this is happening, but is it really worth worrying about? Is that going to fix anything? Or is it the actual action of what change could be made that isn't about playing a martyr or a victim in life or, pointing the finger, holding some judgment towards someone else, but really taking the accountability to make better, to make things the best and most magical and beautiful that they can be. And I really think that this is a Wednesday to hone in and get particular about how to make life more peaceful. I think that's part of today too, is realizing that there's a whole different frequency, a whole different vibe. You got to make life your canvas, and you got to paint on it. And what can that look like in your life? What magical masterpiece of physical art can you create for yourself? And I do think that we're starting to see that picture very, very clearly. And it's definitely staying focused on that beautiful masterpiece that you're creating just by living and existing and being, because you're connected to so much more. You're connected to consciousness. You're connected to your feelings. All of the totality of everything's coming into one. And I think if we can understand that oneness that we have within us and do the necessary, we're going to feel so good. Today can definitely feel like a breath of fresh air. When the weekend, the full moon, it's been an interesting week and a weekend. So I do think we're starting to see some good things, and the moon will finish off the day, in Virgo. It'll just touch Libra by midnight on the West Coast. So it won't be to that opposition to Jupiter yet. And sure, it'll start the day with a quincunx to the sun, and it'll quincunx Saturn in Aquarius as well. But I think this is just adding to the practicality of what you can do in your personal life and the emotions that need to be molded to make this beautiful painting of life real. And we do have to dedicate to something in life. So it's really finding what you want to put energy and effort, dedication into, seeing the bigger picture, but not letting every single thing that comes in to your life manipulate your own emotions and your reality. It's your reality. You have to take a stand for that. And of course, Jupiter in Aries is saying, it's your story. I am. You better believe in yourself, and you better believe in your story, and put your one foot in front of the other and make it happen. If you want to go on this adventure, you can't go on the adventure by standing still. So it does take action, and it takes courage. And we are starting to see, of course, Jupiter and Chiron get closer and closer every day. So we can feel like this great story that's starting, comes with a cost, or it's hard, or we can feel like we can't. These are things we got to release. I think we got to drop some things off at the door here. The camel won't fit through the needle's eye, if you will. So just take what's important. Not just the little things that we carry that stress us out or bring anxiety into our life, but it's almost like let's get ready to reset the mind here so that we can act with a level of intelligence, but also a level of intuitive intelligence and emotional intelligence and creative intelligence to continue through this week with a positive outlook about really beautiful things, connections, relationships, achievements that we might want, the great plan. We can find a lot of really beautiful aspects. It's definitely a day that I'm feeling like we are getting to the point. Getting to the point. And that point can be hard, but it can also be, a relief just to have finally found it. And then it's the one step in front of another. And that creative intent to purify your day-to-day life. No use in crying over spilt milk.
We don't want to just be some baby. I can't. I will beat myself up and I'm going to be so sad. Happiness. Find your happiness. Laugh. Be creative. This is such a beautiful day to realize that you hold the keys to your physical life. Why would you not want to paint it and build it and create it in a way that matches the uniqueness of yourself, the most connected version of yourself that's giving you the totality of value that you know you deserve, and so does the universe and God and your higher aspects of yourself. They're ready for you to make the changes necessary. They don't want to see you just curl up in a fetal position. So we gotta learn to get out of that today. Hopefully we don't have problems there. But if you do,
that's okay too. We work through these things and we learn and grow every day. I keep forgetting to grab tarot cards. Probably because my new office setup's just a little different than the last. But I hope you all have a great Wednesday. This energy could feel a lot lighter, could feel a lot more dreamy, and we're trying to find a balance of, escaping into the reality we really want to be present in, and not just escaping to escape. Or being sensitive just to be sensitive. Use the sensitivities to find the creative action necessary for yourself. Knight of Swords, oh my gosh, it's the knight that comes in, saves the day, quick, fast, in a hurry. Maybe we could feel that burst of energy that does feel like we can make the necessary change. We can understand things quicker, faster, and, really put our effort and action into doing what it is we know will give us a better reality or a better understanding or have more potent conversation if that's needed as well. And the Page of Pentacles, I think we're still trying to, figure out what is value. Uranus and Taurus is making us all kind of question value in life right now. And it's all unique. It's all different to each and every one of us. And of course, just being open to the changes and, not being too stuck in our ways, I think is very important. So anytime we're open to more, a different perspective of value, someone else's value, even if it's not our own, at least just being open to the dialogue or the back and forth, or to, what can come from it, could give you a perspective of honing in on what yours ultimately is. And the Six of Cups in reverse. This card always reminds me of, like, it's not time to go into the past of what felt good or what was comfortable. This is definitely like we're getting ready to start some new cycles here. So we're closing out a lot of the past, and we're ready to create new memories and new feel good energy with a higher vibration, with a higher consciousness, with a higher integrity within our soul's purpose. And we're starting to dial in and really figure out what that is. And I think that's beautiful. The past is a great story, but remember that you're painting a new story every day. So don't forget about what you're doing today because of the past, because everything you do today affects your tomorrow. So create your memories. Do what you got to do. Today's a beautiful day to do just that, to stay present, but also to dream and to explore different realms and to start what you know deep within your soul you passionately want to create. Create that. I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.